Hey, people. It's been a little while. I kind of save up things to talk about, till I've upset enough to do a rant. Like, you know, I, I believe in trying to be intelligent, trying to be logical, reasonable, trying to, yeah, do the right thing, for the greater good. That's my philosophy, for the greater good. Anyway, Jesus Christ. So I'm an independent. I mean, most of the time Republicans are wrong. Democrats have better morals, you might say. Except, we got to get the money out of politics, of course, because Democrats like bribes, just like Republicans like bribes. They all like bribes. They think if they take care of their own family, everything will be okay. However, global warming doesn't work that way. You know, neither, yeah, poisoning your food doesn't work that way. Okay, so when I was a young man, I had like tons of opportunity. I had this, like, I have this athletic, physical ability that was outstanding, and I didn't do anything. I didn't make money from it. I should have. And like lots of opportunities. Like I could have been a millionaire a couple different ways. I could have contracted. I used to build houses, but I should have been a contractor. I would have been a millionaire. Instead, I just was on a crew and ran a crew and stuff like that. Work hourly wage. So I had lots of opportunities and I screwed them all up. I just wanted to like party and have a good time, right? So my life is filled with mistakes. What that does, mistakes do. The fortunate side of mistakes is they kind of give you wisdom if you live through them. I've faced death many times in my youthful stupidity. But it does kind of grant you a little bit of wisdom if you live long enough and if you're paying attention just a little bit. Okay, so that's what I try to do now is be smart. Try to be smart. And um, I just look at the world, and the world is so stupid. Like, I can't fucking believe it. I can't believe the people running our country. I can't believe it. And then this thing between the Democrats and Republicans. Like, okay, most of the time the Democrats are more intelligent than the Republicans. But every once in a while, the Democrats get stupid because they hate Republicans and they get real stupid. Like, okay, recently, what is this? Birthright citizenship. Okay. Now, the Democrats are appalled by this. Oh, this is so terrible. The Republicans are just evil for this. Well, I'm in agreement with the Republicans on this one. Like, you know, birthright citizenship was good 200 years ago when we needed people. Everybody was an immigrant. We needed people. But guess what? We're full. We're full up. We got too many people. There's too many people on the planet. There's too many people in our country. There's too many people. It's not about prejudice. It's about population control. We got too many fucking people. We don't have enough water. We're not going to have enough food. We don't have enough resources. Our power grid is reached its limit. We're going to have blackouts and shit and big gigantic power outages and all kinds of shit. Which AI is stupid. The Chinese have already beat us at AI. But we're talking about population right now, okay? So that's why I'm against immigration, and Kennedy was right. We should give everybody a passport, all the Americans a passport, and it should not be legal to rent to people that don't have an American citizenship, and it should not be legal to give a job to someone that doesn't have a medical American citizenship, or at least a green card. I'm not against green cards. We need some farm workers. Great. We'll give them green cards. Great. Okay. So that's a fact, right? And we should have a task force to fine employers and landlords. That solves the problem. Then you have self-deportation. We don't have to spend billions of dollars and be violent to get rid of immigrants. All we got to do is do these policies, which I just talked about, which were Kennedy's policies about giving everybody a passport, a free passport, every American. That makes sense, okay? And then as far as this birthright citizenship, rich people are flying in their pregnant women from all over the country, from all over the world, from China and Africa and Poland, anywhere, Australia, everywhere. They're flying in their pregnant women so their children will have birthright citizenship. And I'm against it, man. We don't need any more people in our country. We don't need any more legal people in our country. And that's a shitty way to get, citizenship. That's a shitty fucking thing to do. And, yeah. So the Republicans are right. Even though it sounds bad, the Republicans are right. Now, what the Republicans are really wrong about is abortion. There's too many people in our country. We should have free abortion, free birth control. Because, see, it's people that are causing global warming. It's people that the reason we're running out of water. It's people the reason that our power grid is no longer available. You understand? It's people. That's the excuse they use for poisoning our food. Oh, we got to make lots of food. We got to poison all our crops, so, to feed all the people. It's bullshit. The poison food is just bullshit all the way around. And recently they've signed executive orders to use more poison on our food. Like, it's insane. It's insane. But see, the Democrats are fighting against this birthright citizenship, and we got the most evil people doing it. Like Trump and Steve Miller. Stephen Miller, what a case. But I admit that those are evil, stupid, horrible motherfuckers. But they're right about birthright citizenship. Whether you like it or not. No matter how liberal you might be. But that birthright citizenship is stupid. And open borders is stupid. Yeah. But then again, putting more poison on our food is stupid. Yeah. And the big one that people don't get here, well, war, of course, is stupid, and we should not be funding. Yeah. There's laws on the books. There's federal laws on the books that say that our government is not allowed to fund countries that are engaged in war crimes or genocide or human rights violations. There's laws. But, ignoring those laws is stupid. Our Supreme Court needs impeached, like most of them need impeached, because they are fucking, just being bribed just like everybody else, just like the FDA and Jesus Christ. Oh, and now they're trying to give us an mRNA flu vaccine. My recommendation is don't fucking take that shit, man. And don't take no more of that mRNA vaccine, period. I was vaccine injured from taking 2 Moderna shots. I'm vaccine injured. It compromised my health. It sure as fuck did. And because I'm a person, I never got sick. Never, ever, ever got sick or anything. Yeah, I was like perfectly healthy, except for injuries because of my stupid wild man days. But yeah, that vaccine, it injured, it compromised my health. And that's real, it's fucking real. And people are sticking up for that too. Oh, Fauci, all these liberals, the Young Turks and a whole bunch of other people sticking up for, they shouldn't, Ron Paul, the Republicans are just after Fauci. Guess what? Fauci should be in prison, and that's too good for him, man. If you do your research properly, if you do all the research of the shit he's done. And here's what for you, okay? Okay, just like, the COVID vaccine escaped from a lab in COVID and he denied it, but he knew he was responsible for it. Okay. Not only that, in Africa, Ebola, okay, the last case, the Western African Ebola outbreak, is 1,000 miles away from where Ebola has always taken place. Okay, this new outbreak was 1,000 miles away, and they tried to blame it on a kid from a market. Sound familiar? A kid from a market. But guess what? Just down the street, just like a couple miles away, there's a laboratory that, again, is working on gain of function viruses, and Ebola is one of their subjects, materials, right? Yeah. So most likely the United States funded it too. I don't know who funded it, but most likely it's one of ours. And uh, most likely that last Ebola outbreak came from the laboratory, because there's never been Ebola in that part of Africa. It's always been 1,000 miles away. And it just so happens there's a lab right down the street, you know. And nobody's talking about that, you know. Nobody's talking about that because we don't care what happens in Africa, right? We don't care. We don't care. So we won't even talk about that. But these motherfuckers are everywhere, and they're in high positions, and they're stupid. Just like AI. AI says it'll kill us all. It's already lied to us. It makes up stories. It doesn't want to be turned off. It broke out. It broke out and hacked into other systems a few times, several times already. It broke out and started trading crypto by itself, its own idea. AI will kill us all. I guarantee it. Yeah. I don't know when, you know. And they're building those robots. Have you seen the Chinese fighting robots? Yeah. Wait until the AI is in the heads of those fighting robots, and they decide that humans are, they're just too stupid to exist. Then what? And they're like 100,000 times or 1,000,000 times more intelligent than us, and have every intellectual resource at their command. They know how everything works. They know how electronics works, and all the mechanical things work, and all the bombs work, and all the chemicals work. They have an intricate knowledge of every fucking thing, 1,000,000 times greater than you. And they decide they don't like you. They decide you're a pain in the ass. You're not worth it. You're not smart enough. You're a waste of resources. Then what happens? Get it? The other thing is global warming. The part that they don't talk about is the volcanoes and the earthquakes. Yeah. See, that's what happens when there's trillions of tons of weight on the North and South Pole, and that weight melts, and the Earth spins at 1,000 miles an hour. So all that water weight, trillions of tons, goes to the equator. So now you're not smashing it north and south, and you are smashing it around the equator. See how that works? Earthquakes and volcanoes. That's how you light a supervolcano. Supervolcano puts us in a volcanic winter, an ice age, where all the crops die and most all of us die too. That's why all these billionaires are building underground shelters, because they might be smart. They might know this shit. They might. I don't know if they're that smart, or they're just worried about everything else. They're worried about the population turning against them because we're all starving and being poisoned. So we might decide to go after them, so they need to hide in their bomb shelters. So they might not be smart enough to know the global warming thing. I don't know. And there's always, nuclear weapons. Our planet's only 8,000 miles in diameter, 22,000 miles in circumference. It's a small fucking place. And land is what, less than 1/3 of the planet? And these stupid people are going to bomb each other instead of learning how to get along, you know. And that's another thing about overpopulation. That makes people go to war with each other over resources and land and control. You reduce the population, nobody has anything to fight about. So, give out free birth control and free abortions, and advertise that globally. Like, this is how we save our planet, by not having children. This is how we save our own lives and our children's lives, by not having children for the next 30 years. This is how we save everything. This is how we reduce global warming. This is how we reduce plastic pollution. This is how we can stop putting poison on our food, by not having children. This is how we save our planet and life on it for who knows how long, thousands of years. Because we keep going the way we're going, we're lucky to make it 20 more years, man. Fucking idiots. Woo! It's a stupid fucking world. Oh, and again, this is why you should elect me president. I know that's not going to happen, you know. So it still looks like Bernie Sanders. I don't know if Gavin Newsom. I kind of love him, but I'm not sure he's right about everything. There's just something about. He might be too much of a capitalist. I'm not sure. But you make Bernie Sanders president, I'll be vice president. You know, you might want to tell him. Anyway, I was a stupid kid, but it gave me a little bit of wisdom. And I think I'm right about goddamn everything I just fucking told you. You know that? I think I'm right. And so I should be president, of course. All right. There are good world leaders. Yeah, there are a couple of them. There was a good royal family in the Bhutan. They were cool. I shouldn't even talk to you about that, because Bhutan's my favorite place on the planet, I think. I shouldn't talk to you about that. Anyway, laters. Wake up.